So following up with a couple things, under v over votes. I don't know what this is. There's 7,000 undervotes, 72 overvotes. What the hell is this shit? Dennis Mays believed in performance should be tied to pay. So if a teacher fails or if a principal fails the entire school for 6 years, like Risley Middle School, and then gets the state to take it over, then they should not, be a principal. They shouldn't be promoted. And they definitely shouldn't be superintendent, right? I mean, that would be crazy. You flunk and fail all these other students. 50% are dropping out. Joyce Bales started this 50% graduation bullshit thing. So that, I do think that's been going on for, 17 years now. So, y'all got, used to everybody dropping out and nobody giving a shit. Maybe make the damn school fun. You probably could just take a building, put a couple laptops in it, put one guard in it, put one cop in it, and they'll have a better education than they've ever had with a building full of teachers. So just get a building, filled up with a bunch of tools, put it up with a bunch of electronics and tools, and, and some laptops and a cop, so that way, they're not breaking the stuff, and they'll have to learn to get along, they'll have to learn to share, and hell, they might even start building stuff. They will love it. So really, it's the adults, it's the people, it's all the administrators and teachers who get in the way of children learning. You guys don't know what the fuck you're doing. You have no vocational schools. These home builders, they need builders. They need drywall people. They need electric. They need plumbing. They need like basic skills, welding. What the fuck? If anything, if they're, the local folks aren't we have a high educated population too. So we have, Pueblo State University, South, CSU, Pueblo, used to be Southern Colorado University, and then there's the community college. So there's a lot of educated people here, but you're only 30% is going to get educated, so 70% they're going to get jobs, right? Or be a housewife, figure out some other way to not get a job, but they're going to have to get jobs, so vocation. What the fuck? You're not teaching trades? That's Booker T. Washington. There's two ways we're going to survive, black folks. There's two ways we're going to survive. One way is by learning trades. Learn carpentry, learn some car mechanics, computer repair, learn some plumbing, learn welding, learn a skill. Learn how to make memes or make, art or spreadsheets or know how to draft a document. You're going to have to make something, create something, have a trade, a transferable skill that you could get paid doing. When you can find that trade, then you kind of own them, don't you? You're a contractor, it's a bid. They don't stay over you and you get paid for the job once it's done. So that's not a, assembly line with the boss over your shoulder being like, work faster, right? Right? Okay, whatever. You're just like Cesar Borgia. You never respond. Huh? Cesar? What do you think about that? So what? I'm a rock star, and I don't need you tonight. Jason Munez and Charlotte Perez, and I would even say Joe Latino, split the Hispanic vote. If any one of them would have conceded to any of the other ones prior to, then they would have got enough votes to beat Mark Aliff. So, and I think especially for Munez and Perez that they split the young Hispanic vote, but Joe Latino was talking about getting young people on these boards too. Joe Latino, he seemed like a goofy, he seemed pretty corny to me, but after giving him, he tried to reach out to me. I sent him questions. He said, why don't we meet? And then I overslept and I missed the appointment, so I felt that was my fault, right? So I give him a mulligan on that. And I actually, started listening to him, and he's right about Pedco. Joe Latino said that $60 million in Pedco. They got the money. They're just sitting on the money. And then Joe Latino, I don't know, he said some other things, but I was the board, the young people being on the boards. So he was speaking for the youth. I don't know if he got the youth vote or not. I would say Munez and Perez probably split the Hispanic youth. And if you put them two together, that would have been 6,800 votes, and that would have beat Aliff. And so I don't know if Jason or Charlotte could have been humble enough and just said, you're the better candidate. Or, perhaps they could have, I don't know, worked out. You can't hire, city council can't hire anybody, so it's not like they could promise the other one a job. But maybe they could say, you know, I'll listen to you. You could bring him on as an advisor, right? I'll listen to you. What do you want? What do you think is important? What are the most important things that you want? So the platform, I mean, that's actually the heart, you know, is in the ideas. So I think that that's a fair bargain. I'll step down if you agree to this platform idea, this platform, and this platform. And I want you to agree to it to such an extent that you're excited about it, you're going to do it, you're going to go through with it. The political will is there, and it will get done. Don't just say yes to me, because I'm a candidate, and you want to, you know, win. I think it's actually a really good idea. It's good for the city, and one of them would have won. One of them would have won if they would have done that. So I just thought that was an interesting observation. Aisha Urine, I'm sad. I was pretty critical of Aisha. I thought she was the front runner, so I did not call her place in this election at all. I thought she was the front runner. I thought she was, you know, a marijuana business owner, so she's making money. She's a beautiful woman, so I felt like, do we need anything else? You know, that's not enough, right? I don't think so, but I did think so. Kevin Cover, what did he get elected on? Not his ideas, right? But then what did Ed Brown get elected on? I mean, his hair, that part, it was the recycling center, wasn't it? He's going to bring a paper and cardboard recycling center, Pueblo. God, I can see why you assholes fucking rushed in and voted for him. You was like, oh my God, wait a second. Ed Brown's going to get us a paper and cardboard recycling center? Holy shit. So 4,728 of you motherfuckers. 4,000, nearly 5,000 of you fucking assholes in District 3 rushed out to go get that paper and cardboard recycling center, of which you will not see or get. It'll be just like this street repair tax until the very end of their 4-year tenure. So he'll put it on the ballot 4 years from now. You're not even going to get the damn recycling center. That paper and cardboard recycling center, nah. You know what you will get? You get a shit ton of methane. You get lots of landfills. Care of Sierra Club. Sierra Club, where they don't want to invest in energy, waste to energy. They want to keep on throwing the trash in the fucking ditch, so methane emanates and global warming gets worse and worse and worse. The Sierra Club, who don't give a shit about the environment. They'd endorse Ed Brown, but not an environmentalist. A person who drives an electric car, a vegan, a person who doesn't eat cow because it adds to global warming. They're going to vote against the environmentalist and go with their buddy. Okay, Sierra Club, so you don't really give a shit about the environment, do you? You're a bunch of fucking good old boys. And Ed Brown was your friend. Let's be honest. That's what happened there, you know? And so yeah, I feel bad for being as critical against Aisha Urine as I was. She didn't care about the homeless. If we would have got together, though, if she would have answered some of my questions, I sent her 21 questions. I think we would have developed a good platform. I would have been an advocate for her. I think her answers would have been better. I noticed when she talked to Janet Wilson, her ideas on Petco weren't as developed as when she went to the debate. Or maybe it was one or the other, I don't know. But she seemed to be very careful with Janet Wilson about Petco, but at the debate, she was like, we need to look into them. We need to check out, and of course, they need to invest in a grocery store on the east side. So Aisha Urine was in favor of that. She recognized it as the good idea that it was. So we had a Macaluso consensus on the grocery store, right? Joe Latino, Aisha Urine, and Joe Latino. Did I just say that? But anyways, and me, I agree. There's 3. Okay, so I don't really want to go through all this again. Let's see. Yeah, Ed Brown is in favor of Wi-Fi, so I think we should try to get Wi-Fi on the ballot immediately. He's in favor of trash incinerators. He could work with Mark Aliff on that. Waste to energy programs like they're doing at Grand Junction, a $3 million facility. So, you know, Sierra Club, if you want to actually do some good and quit polluting and quit increasing global warming, yeah, I'm sure y'all do some good work, but you need to recognize that there's other good work out here, and you need to... God, we're not even close. We're not even close, okay? You got the Paris Accords. There's no teeth to it. Yeah, we're going to be green in 2035, right? So we got 18 more years left. or maybe 17, right? We're almost at the end of the year. 17 more years left. Sierra Club, you ready? You doing this thing? We only got 17 years left, so, you know, we won't lose anything if we don't get green by 2035, but we should do it. He's for decriminalization, Portugal model, pro-Wi-Fi, pro-waste-to-energy, condemn the power stations. He's wrong about maybe a municipal electricity. He's wrong on the homeless shelter, and he is wrong on PEDCO. So Ed Brown is wrong on PEDCO. Ed Brown is the incumbent. Bob Schilling is the incumbent. Both Aliff and Flores were newcomers, so they split. The two incumbents re-won their seats, and then the two non-incumbents, there's 2 new people to the board, so that's it. We only get 2 new people out of 7 of the city council candidates. We could have had a revolution. We could have had 4 brand new people. Instead of having 4 brand new people, we only have 2 brand new people, and all 5 are the exact same. So the good old boys, Ed Brown, Bob Schilling, get to go hang out with Chris Nickel, Larry Atencio, and Ray Aguilera, and be like, I told you so, haha, right? They're probably laughing at him. They're having to do this election. It's like, aha, you were an asshole all year, now you got to run this election, right? Somebody criticized you, haha. People are paying attention to you, haha. So that's 5 of the same people that was in city council is right back in the same position again. So that was not a revolution. So the Democrats still, I think it is still a liberal progressive board. Barely. It's left of center Democrats, right? Neoliberal, corporatist, pro-PEDCO, pro-U.S. Bank, pro-millionaires and billionaires, pro-1%ers. Actually, more pro-1% than the 99%. So 1% adorers, admirers, worshipers. So you got a bunch of banker worshipers, a bunch of U.S. bank worshiping sons of bitches. And Voss and Mays. Kenny O'Neill's out. Voss and Mays won. No to 300, so we're not going to have a massacre. We're not going to have a Rosewood massacre. We're not going to have a South Korean massacre with the county jail. We're not going to have a Sand Creek massacre. No blood is going to run on the River Kwai or on the River Styx. We're not going to have a shotgun tunnel massacre like we did in South Korea, the shotgun tunnel massacre. It's not what it is, but I think shotgun's easy to say. It's a weird SH name. Shogun, Shohut, I don't know. So, to be passed, we're going to get 24 new cops. Sam Azad, Troy Davenport's going to hire them. Lori Winter was champion that, so that's her lasting legacy at the very end. She's not the city councilwoman, and I'm actually happy that Steve and Lori stepped down for whatever reason and gave 2 new people a chance. So they changed the narrative. They changed the game, and that's a humble move. That's a George Washington move. That's a Cincinnatus move. That's a, I've got some power, and I'm walking away. It's not what Bob Schilling can't do that. He's addicted to this stuff. He's like, power, the precious power. And Lori Winter and Steve Noraki is not that. So let me say thank you to Steve Noraki and Lori Winter. Thank you to everybody that stepped down. Kevin Gardner? No. Maybe. Whoever was the water board member. The water board member stepped down. Steve Noraki stepped down and Lori Winter stepped down. And so they offered that seat to other people. The Sandy Gutierrez was the lone person who ran for water board. So she wins just by, by happenstance. And then, you know how the rest went. So Dennis Mays won, Taylor Voss won, Bob Schilling won, Ed Brown won, Mark Aliff won, Dennis Flores won, 300 lost. 300 crashed and burned. The county jail is demolished. The county jail is gone and gone forever. Bye, county jail. So 2C, yes, street enterprise, it passed. So we're all going to get some new taxes on our water bill. Yeehaw. And then 2A is yes. Oh yeah, strong mayor. Big Daddy Strange. Me and Big Daddy Strange, we gotta have a little talking. Me and Big Daddy Strange is going to have a little talking. Do a little jawing. Have ourselves a little chit-chat. A little comfy chit-chat. And see what Big Daddy Strange had. Hey, Big Daddy Strange. What, how come you think you can get away with this bullshit? Hey, Big Daddy Strange. You still need to answer the injunction. I got my response ready. And, all my affidavits are filled. As soon as 21 days is over, I could just call for a verdict, right? So just call for a verdict, You didn't respond, you didn't answer, so you probably won't even show up. And all I need is the judge just to say unconstitutional, bang his gavel. That's all I really need, you know? So, let's see what happens. This can be interesting. It's gonna be fun. I'm actually nervous, but by myself here, I can be as cocky as I fucking want to be. And that's it. That's all she wrote. So, fuck. All the months of talking and arguing and discussing and crunching these platform ideas, and that's it. That's all she wrote. So, my war gone by. How I'm going to miss it so. But wait. There's county elections. And there's U.S. representative elections and a governor's race next year. So, you know, I think I should take a break for a day, but then I think this might actually be the most important time to say something, right? To kind of get the narrative, to win the narrative back. Yeah, Chieftain's going to be like, blah, 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 right? That's essentially the Chieftain's analysis of this thing. And no other media was even paying attention. The Pulp barely paid attention. The Chieftain barely paid attention. In fact, the only person that paid attention had their ballot measure, you know, their ballot measure lost. And part of me's sad about it. But the other part is like, yeah, no Rosewood Massacre. So shit, it's lost 2 times in a row. This one was close, 600 votes. So I'm sure she's like, no, count the votes. 2,000 votes, okay, there's still a chance. Count the votes. Where's that voter vote? Where are these 2,000 now? Hurry up, count them, get them in. So what is that? There's some en route? Like, why would there... Where's 2,000 ballots just sitting at that we haven't counted yet? Or is there a stack of 2,000 and they just got to put it through the machine? Let's check it to make sure. I mean, it's 4 o'clock. They should be on this thing until... I mean, I would. Wouldn't you? Until you know what the hell happens. So, PuebloVotes.com. Listen to this. This is how stupid their website is. It yells at you. It talks. It's fancy. It's nice, you know.
Welcome to Pueblo County Election Department. For accessibility option, click on the disabled icon.
Shut up. God. So, it pisses me off. Last post of the night with nearly 2,000 votes outstanding. 3 hours. That's the 1 p.m. So, I think you're all going to use my language on this one. So, 1 p.m., we have the 7 p.m. results, then we have the 9:30 results, and then we have the 11:30 results, and then we have the 12:50, the 1 o'clock results, right? Not 7 o'clock, 9:30, 11:30, 1 p.m. a.m. So, yeah. 12:50, so, no. But, yeah, whatever. So, what am I saying here? I'm saying something very easy and clear. And it's simple. They haven't updated. They said there's 2,000 votes at large. The new votes here, the 1 o'clock votes that come after the 11:30 votes changed nobody, changed nothing. All the winners were still the same winners when it comes to the candidates and when it comes to the ballot measures. So, nothing had changed. I'm sure some numbers had actually changed. Actually, Charlotte Perez's numbers changed. She had 3104. No. She still had 3104. Okay. I thought I wrote 3105 at one point, and actually she's got 3249. So, she went up by, 100 or so votes. 145 votes. So, she got 145 votes out of the... whatever, the 1,000 new votes that came in, or the few hundred votes that came in. So there would be, like that. She got a couple hundred votes, but it didn't change that she, didn't win. And so she got a couple more votes. So looks like Aisha everybody got more votes, right? But the trend is still the same. So the people that were still leading are still leading. And it seems to me that they're leading by the same exact margins. Roughly the same margins as they were before, but I don't know. I'm not looking at it with a microscope, but I'm looking at it pretty close, pretty closely. Okay. Anything else I need to add? I've mentioned the ballot measures, so goodbye jail, goodbye 300, goodbye. Strong mayor, goodbye in the future. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye to Lori and Steve. Thank you. Goodbye to Kenny O'Neill. The school board lost a very smart, intelligent person. He had to run against the establishment. What the fuck else could he do? And he was talking about the not nurses giving drugs to your kids. You happy with the not nurses giving drugs to your kids? Come on. Brown and Schilling's in there, so goodbye, opposition. Goodbye, Dottie Calhoun. Goodbye, Margaret Wright. Goodbye, 300, and goodbye, county jail. Goodbye, $315 million. Spruce Goose, Boondoggle, Behemoth. With spider wings. With spider wings.